This is why Green Lantern is my all-time favorite superhero. What's up guys, welcome back to Superhero Legacy. My name is Liam and in today's video I'm going to be doing something a little different. If you've been following my channel for any amount of time, then you know that Green Lantern is my favorite superhero and I am very passionate about this character. A common question I get asked is, Liam, of all the superheroes to choose from, why is Green Lantern your favorite? So I thought I would take this video to answer that very question, but not from the traditional superhero sense, but from a perspective regarding real life application. No matter how different you think you are, and no matter what you might be going through, I assure you that everyone can in some way resonate with Green Lantern, so let's get into it. Everyone knows that Green Lanterns harness willpower to use their rings, but what exactly is willpower? Willpower is defined as the capacity to resist temptations as you pursue your goals, and I strongly believe that we as humans are driven by this emotion. We use willpower every day in order to overcome challenges and to conquer our demons. Willpower is the basis by which we as beings function, and it's the reason why we persevere. Life is hard and unforgiving. In this world, it is so easy to quit. It is so easy to give up, but being able to rise above your adversities and have the strength to resist your temptations is what makes life worth it, and it's through these opportunities that we build our character, achieve success, and truly appreciate our self-worth. Green Lanterns are all about doing the hard things even when you don't feel like it. Green Lanterns are all about having the motivation to tackle the most difficult tasks on the most difficult days. Green Lanterns are all about resilience, and it's the reason why I'm so deeply inspired by this character. Willpower is the reason you might wake up early in order to go to work. Willpower is the reason you might still go to the gym after a long day. Willpower is the reason you might cook food rather than buying out despite how hungry and tired you are. Willpower is the reason you might study for an exam till 1 in the morning even when you're tired and want to go to bed. Willpower is the reason you might go on a run no matter how awful it makes you feel. Willpower is the reason you might commit to a diet no matter how difficult it may be to maintain. Willpower is the reason you might forgive someone who has wronged you even when you still feel bitter at them. Willpower is the reason you might persevere through a tough illness. Willpower is the reason you might persist in a relationship through all of its trials and tribulations. Willpower is the reason you might sacrifice a fun night out with friends in order to do responsibilities at home. Willpower is the reason you might overcome a drug or alcohol addiction. Willpower is the reason you might ask for help even when you don't think you need it. Willpower is the reason you might persevere through a job you hate. Willpower is the reason you might push through a hard day of school on days when you don't even feel like being there. Willpower is the reason you might set a goal for yourself even if you don't want to admit that there's something to improve on. Willpower is the reason you might do whatever needs to be done no matter how easy it is to come up with an excuse. Willpower is the reason you might remain sturdy when challenged. Willpower is the reason you might decide to be productive on the laziest of days. Willpower is the reason you might bounce back when someone makes a bad comment about you. Willpower is the reason you might work a double shift in order to sustain a life for you and your family despite how long and hard those hours may be. Willpower is the reason you might work so hard to get good grades in order to finally get that acceptance letter you've been waiting for. Willpower is the reason you might overcome your depression or anxiety. Willpower is the reason you might continue on after the death of a loved one. Willpower is the reason you might challenge the values of your family even if it produces conflict. Willpower is the reason you might finally take pride in who you are despite what others think of you. Willpower is the reason you might work hard every day in order to earn that raise you've wanted so badly. Willpower is the reason you might keep going despite not knowing what the future holds for you. Willpower is the reason you might finally commit to something you know you'll fail at. Willpower is the reason you might finally sever that toxic relationship from your life. Willpower is the reason you might maintain hope in something that feels hopeless. Willpower is the reason you might trudge through all the dirty work in order to finally get that one opportunity you've been waiting for. Willpower is the reason you might continue to fight for something you believe in despite how little support you may receive. Willpower is the reason you might continue to pour everything you have into a project despite falling short of your expectations. Willpower is the reason you might continue to believe in a dream even when you want to give up on it. Willpower is the reason you might stand up every time you get knocked down. Willpower is the reason you might recover after a traumatic experience. Willpower is the reason you might practice a sport from sunrise to sunset in order to make the team. Willpower is the reason you might accept the things that you can't change no matter how hard it will be to move on. Willpower is the reason you might commit to your family no matter how tough things get. Willpower is the reason you might say no even when everyone else is saying yes. Willpower is the reason you might tell someone the truth no matter how easy it may be to tell a lie. Willpower is the reason you might decide to go on a walk instead of scrolling scrolling on your phone for endless hours. Willpower is the reason you might take the leap and try something new, despite how uncomfortable it may make you feel. Willpower is the reason you might continue to amend a broken relationship with a family member, no matter how many times they refuse to meet you in the middle. Willpower is the reason you might still do a good deed on the worst of days. Willpower is the reason you might approach a problem despite how much you want to avoid it. Willpower is the reason you might open up to someone despite how nervous you are that you'll be judged. Willpower is the reason you wake up every morning and do it all again, knowing damn well how hard it will be. Life is full of challenges and temptations, but each and every one of you possess the power to overcome, persevere, and rise above all the challenges you may be going through. Willpower is all about finding it within yourself to stand tall and fight back no matter how hard you get hit, no matter how many people are against you, and no matter how difficult the task may be. Green Lantern represents the ability to do these things, and that is the reason why this character is my all-time favorite superhero and why I think everyone can relate to him. Be the person your future self will be proud of. Be the person that inspires others. Be the person that achieves the success that I know you're capable of achieving. If you never quit, you'll never lose. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Please like and subscribe for more superhero content and share your thoughts on Green Lantern and why you might like him down in the comments below. You can check out some of my other videos right over here, but for now, thank you so much for watching and stay super.